Good morning. Good morning. It's time for coffee and chit chat. Lots to go over this morning. I'm going to wait for some people to join. Please let me know when you're here. Nope. Don't need a repeater. Good morning. Hey, girl. I've got some details on Harmony Montgomery. I've got some details to go over with the Candace Wells interview at the watering hole, specifically about the plants. All right. The cacti, if you will. I have a problem with that theory, that story. I'm sure everyone else does as well. I got my Golden Girls sweater on. It's freezing in Texas today. So I'm going to rep my girls. All right. Yeah. So there is a secret hearing going on with Adam Montgomery. So I'm going to try to find the post that I found from Brian Enton. There it is. I guess I could go to Twitter too. But anywho, there is a closed courtroom session, and media is not allowed in this hearing. It's a family court, and there are privacy laws. So this must be. Thank you. This is one of my favorite sweaters of all time because it's got my girls. Thank you for being a friend. So media is not allowed in to the Manchester, New Hampshire courthouse, family courthouse hearing. So that tells me that there is something going on with the failure to provide the child, because if you are ordered to give the child over to state custody and you fail to do so, they can take you to court, right? And ask you what the hell's going on with that. So I'm wondering if that's what it is. So let me see what people say in this group that I'm in. I would love to know if anybody knows. Says, I think it's trying to get answers to where she is. He had custody and now she's MIA. He has a charge, I believe, for interference of custody, which is true. So I think that might be related, like I said. My Facebook is actually, I need to create a True Crime with EVP Facebook. So no, it's not. But I will get on that today. Let me write it down in my Golden Girls memo book. I love it. And it has like their little, characters, like, this is Rose, this is Dorothy, Sophia, and Blanche. It's so funny. Oh, look, a message for Candace and Dawn. Go to sleep, sweetheart. Pray for brains. Because she was tired and didn't want to go look for her child that one day. Not going to talk shit today. I'm going to try really hard not to. So I will make a True Crime with EVP Facebook page today. That is what I will do. So what do you think? Like, put it in the chat. Anyone can come and join my StreamYard if you want to jump in and, put in your 2 cents or 3 cents or whatever cents you have. I'm going to put it and pin it. All right. So it's in the chat. Please feel free. I'm going to ask you to at least share your video camera, and then we'll, turn it off and put you in if you want to talk. Pray for brains. We need more brains, not mouth in this Summer Wells case, for sure. Just saying. All right, so closed hearing. There was somebody that is a lawyer or has worked with Child Protective Services in the past, and she said it's failing to deliver her to state custody is more than likely what this is about. So I'm wondering what the outcome of that is going to be. I've been hovering over Brian Enton's Twitter on my phone this morning. So let's see. Brian Enton is the bomb, y'all. Can we all just say that he needs his own show? He needs his own platform and show outside of what he's doing, like just him. You know, he's gonna be top dog one day. All right. The police do have the road closed in front of the home that they're searching for her. If anybody doesn't know, um, tents are up, which is kind of scary for me. I believe that she was, taken and then dealt with, like sold. But it's totally possible that there might be evidence back there that maybe she was brought back. Maybe, something happened and then he had to dispose of her. I'm not really sure. But it's very, very concerning. I don't know. It's heartbreaking to think that she's not alive somewhere. And Crystal, the mother, spoke out to Brian Enton and said that Harmony's father, Adam, is violent and strangled her countless times while she was pregnant. Would that be the reason why maybe she has difficulty in her eye? I don't know. Maybe that had something to do with her development with that. I can't be sure. But let's see what else Brian has to say. Yeah. So here was the media not allowed in hearing this morning regarding Harmony in family court, and there are privacy laws. So I wonder if he's going to come out with a video stating what he can say. Let's see what people have to say in the chat. Family court is open to the public unless otherwise specified, which is probably what they determined. Audio recording of all hearing will be done. I'm used to Florida. Thought I could walk right in. Judge wasn't having it. So maybe New Hampshire has different laws with family court. Maybe it's also because there's an active DCYF investigation, right? Guys, please like and subscribe if you would not mind. I would really appreciate it. I keep losing followers because I keep talking shit about certain creators. So I guess that they're friends and it's really the toxic ones. It's not anybody that actually is legitimate. Those who are connected to the Wells directly. So please like and subscribe. I love that Brian Enton also responds to his followers and commenters. Brittany Merton says we have super strict privacy laws there, obviously. Obviously, New Hampshire is very strict about their privacy laws, which it really should be, honestly. We don't need to know the details of that. But however, because she is a missing child, maybe some of that information, just a smidget of what went down, could help people, speculate or jog their memory, maybe a family member, and go, oh, you know what? I remember why she left on the 26th instead of the 25th, whatever. I do think it's important sometimes to have those little bitty details, but obviously there's privacy laws for a reason. Says somebody, Aaron says, however, they will likely be transferring the case out of family court and the hearing will simply be a motion to transfer, which just means, a motion to transfer into maybe criminal court, superior court, or Supreme Court of New Hampshire. It could be a multitude of things. Hey, Tracy. Yeah, I appreciate that. I appreciate that, you feel that way, right? The only thing that we can go by is their past behavior, their current behavior, and what they say. That was their child. They should have taken better care of her, first of all, and they should have been watching over her more. I know things happen, situations happen, but in my opinion, it is almost impossible for someone to come up on that hill take her and no one know or hear a thing. That's just me. CPS was coming. There's a motive. And so the lack of discussion about the CPS is just more uh, information for all of us to assume that there's something devious going on there. But I respect your opinion, Tracy. I would never want to put you down. There's just some things that are so disrespectful with certain creators that I just can't keep my mouth shut on. And we don't know all of the facts either, Tracy. So um, at least we could probably be on the both on the same page that there was neglect there. There was neglect there, and that's a chargeable offense, and hopefully it will be. Back to Harmony Montgomery for the time being. Yeah, that's really it. I'm wondering if that court case is directly related to not being able to provide her to DCYF. And maybe it's because, he took her over state lines because he was in Massachusetts at the time with Harmony and then went to New Hampshire after getting custody, from what I've been told. So that is going over state lines. And then, so here we go. Daniels, so then he got custody in Massachusetts but moved to New Hampshire. Someone else said he got custody in New Hampshire. And the reason why he got custody in New Hampshire is because it was going to be more favorable for him to go there. That's why he went there. Speculation. But still, you started out in Massachusetts and then you went to New Hampshire. Why would you want to get custody of a child that you don't know where she is now? Was that because the food stamp benefits you and Kayla Montgomery were getting was going to be more beneficial for you than actually having your child? Something to think about, right? Hi, Caitlin. I'm so glad you're here. Yeah, I don't always play nice when it comes to criminals and their missing children. I even had to be a little hard on Miss Crystal. Sorry, but I actually talked to her on TikTok chat because I messaged her and I was like, regardless of what people are saying about you, I really, really hope that you find your daughter. And I know that addiction can be a horrible situation. And I hope that you get the help that you need and that you're clean. And we really want to bring Harmony home. And she said, thank you so much. I appreciate it. So she still needs love. She's been trying. She really has been trying to get answers about where she is, where Harmony Montgomery is. So I'm going to be a little lenient on her. However, she even admitted herself that she failed her daughter, and I'm going to let her speak for herself. You know what I mean? She's not sitting here like the Wells acting like they weren't, neglectful in certain instances. She's owning it, and I appreciate that. We can all say that DCYF and the law enforcement there in New Hampshire failed this poor little girl, as well as obviously the parents and the family members, except for Kevin Montgomery, the uncle. He did all that he could, right? So I do appreciate Kevin Montgomery for coming out and speaking the truth on, trying to help. But I really want to know what that court, hearing is about. Maybe something will come out of it. Wow. Sorry, I'm reading this. It says, what's unclear is whether Massachusetts DCF requested an ICPC. And I don't really know what ICPC means, but I'm assuming some kind of informational request, and whether New Hampshire declined to do one. Oh, I think it's a investigation. Under Massachusetts regulations, when a child is going to the custody of a biological parent, an ICPC is not required. They're usually invoked when children are placed for adoption or foster care across state lines. But Judge Craven says, I guess that was one of the family court judges, says sending a child in DCF care to another state without this ICPC is highly unusual. So what the hell is an ICPC? I'm acting like I could figure it out, but I have no earthly idea. Yeah, you could. They have actually proven on Mythbusters and other things that you can totally pass a lie detector test under the influence, specifically of opiates and or barbiturates, and even marijuana. So that's why they're so admissible in court, because you could easily fool or trick a lie detector test. There is no definitive answers, or they would allow psychics into the courtroom. Excuse me. ICPC meaning. The Interstate Compact on the Placement of Children. Okay, so it is I'm from Texas, so of course it went to the Texas one, but it's a uniform law, and uniform law enacted by all 50 states. It's to ensure that the children placed out of their home state receives the same protection and services that would be provided if they remained in their home state. Okay, so the ICPC applies primarily to two types of placements of children who have been removed from their homes because of abuse or neglect, and private placements for adoption and specialized residential care. Okay, she was adopted out in adoptive care and then was placed within Adam Montgomery's care. So the ICPC should have been done according to the law. So that's very interesting. So not only did they fail, sorry about that, not only did they fail to follow up with anything outside of this, they didn't do an ICPC. Which, no, I did not know about that until today, but still, now I do, and that's bullshit. That is ridiculous. So add another thing to the list of the state failing Harmony Montgomery. Awful. We just got to know which one did that. Who was supposed to initiate the ICPC? I would assume that it would be the state that she was coming from, which is Massachusetts. So then now we have Massachusetts failing. And Tracy, by the way, I don't mean to offend you in any way. I'm just very spirited, just like anyone else, about Summer Wells. She is missing. 3 boys are not in their care for a reason, and they're acting like buffoons. So I don't mean any disrespect to you, Tracy, but this has just gone on for almost 7 months, over 7 months. Where is Summer Wells? I don't care about your innocence or what you think is innocent or, guilty. Where is Summer? That will tell you who's innocent and who's guilty. All right. That's all I can say about, I think, Harmony Montgomery, but FBI is rocking it back there. Look at that. Those little orange patches, those little squares are, I would believe, to be importance. So we'll have to see. It's just very scary looking at this, digging up everything. You would assume that if she was back there, they would have found her pretty quickly because of the technology that they have. They had some pretty big wig equipment coming out there looking. So I don't know. Maybe they're just looking for specific outside of her body or outside of DNA and stuff. Maybe they're looking for something else. No idea. Evidence. Maybe a bag full of stuff. Who knows? I just hope that they find her. My God. Her and Summer Wells is just ridiculous. Okay. So on to the interview at the watering hole with CM and Candace. And her not being able to keep her story straight with planting of the flowers or the cacti, the cactus, the plants, it doesn't make any sense to me. Which one is it, sweetheart? Because if you look at the plants, there's really only cactus and some weeds that are growing out of some of the pots. It doesn't make any sense. Okay. So let's listen to what she has to say. Heather says, guess what? I found out, Jenny. In Washington, they give parents 4 years to get clean before CPS actually takes the kids away. How messed up is that? No kidding. Wow. Wow, that is awful. What in the world is going on? See, again, reform, reform, reform on all state CPS, whatever it's called. I don't really give a shit. We need reform bad, and I'm working on it. New Hampshire is my new target. Texas, California, that's a lost cause. Oregon, um, Tennessee, Florida, and I'm thinking my new one's going to be Massachusetts now. It's all going to be relative to each other, but you have to apply with these laws in every state to get reform. Okay. So this is, by the way, this is when they've come back home, they unloaded groceries, I guess did some laundry, and this is the point where Grandma Candace is sitting on the steps, and now we got to get these plants uh, transferred. The flowers? I'll be right back, guys. Sorry, I got a phone call. We're not fast people unless we're on that uppity up. Then it's different. So that whole transferring of the plants and the flowers and the whatever doesn't make any sense. Let's look at some of the pictures that we know to be true of these plants and let me know what you think. This is from Thunder Sky Studio. Credit to them. There's still toys in one of them. There's still toys in one of the. Wouldn't you remove that? Woo wee, you need a lot of work to do, y'all, to transfer these? Did y'all even get started? How long did this take? It doesn't look like there was a lot done. And I'm sure Summer did put that toy in there, but if she went and hauled off and went down to the basement to play, and y'all were working on this and talking and all that, wouldn't you clean that up and take it out, or is it just not something that you would do? It's just something to think about. It's not definitive. It's just a question. Where's the flowers? Summer puts her puppies in the plants. I've done that when I was little. So that's a good point. Like, do you just not know the difference of these three things? I'm not trying to be ugly. I kind of am, but come on. You got to be a little bit more not lazy about discussing what happened that day, in my opinion. But these are different people with different backgrounds. I always just wondered about planting those cacti. It was just interesting. And another thing, one of my videos that I'll play that I made that I really think that people need to listen and think about is putting that poor baby in that hot jumpsuit thing when she said that grandma does not like the AC on in her truck and that it was hot out. Where's the backup clothes? Was there any other backup clothes? Where's the bag? If you knew that you were going swimming and you knew that you were going fishing possibly, where is the towel? Where is the snacks? Where's the drink? Where are the things that a normal parent would do? A normal parent would have a little thing ready to go for their baby to have a snack, have backup clothes, have a towel, whatever. Where did she get changed at? We don't really know definitely where. So those are the things that are really worth asking, because this is not normal behavior. Maybe it is for people that live the way that they live, but it isn't the standard overall. Sorry. You sent me the new tweet from Brian Enton. Thank you so much. Says FBI evidence response team is here at the Harmony Montgomery Search. Police thawed the frozen ground in the backyard with hot water piping. Tents are set up now. Oof. That is so scary. Yeah, Tracy, they did say that Summer changed at Allison and Hunter's, but like if she did, Allison would have known for sure if that baby was alive or not. She would have said, yes, for sure, 100% that she left alive. That doesn't make any sense because she's saying that she doesn't really know now. The uncut interview, that is not connecting dots there. So that's out. Chris E., that's a great point. Before they went. Well, but Allison didn't see her, right? She was asleep. See, those are the questions that we all have. Where was the backup clothes? Why did she wear that hot jumper? Where was the towel? In the truck, you don't see any of that. You don't hear any of that stuff. Hey, let's go ahead and talk about the CPS case. That they were supposed to be there either the day or the day after she went missing. What about that? Yeesh, right? So I did a video on the watering hole inconsistencies. Just seems like a lot of people don't know nothing about nothing. They don't have definitive answers. And I think that was on purpose. What about the text? It's done. What's that about? You know what I mean? There's just so many things. It doesn't make any sense. There's so many conflicting stories that you can't definitively say anything at this point, besides what TBI says. Sorry, guys. A lot of people are, I think, getting onto the internet today around my area. Or this, or it's YouTube or StreamYards. Okay, wait, what was that? Tracy, darling, that's not true. Before they went, she said that before they left home. So that's not true. She didn't put it on at Allie and Hunter's. She just said that they put her bathing suit on before they left home, right? Did y'all hear that? So they were planning to go swimming if they put it on before they went home just because it was hot. That don't make no sense. If you plan to go fishing, you go get some tackle. You go get some, you bring your fishing poles. So that's not true. I don't mean to call you out, Tracy, but you're incorrect on that. That's Grandma Candace, by the way. So, you know that Grandma Candace doesn't like the air conditioner on. You know that you roll up the window when Summer says that she, even if she's not cold, or she'll say roll up the windows, I guess, because it irritates her, the wind. This doesn't make any sense. None of this shit makes any sense from the discussion of why things are dealt the way that it doesn't make any sense. None of it does. There's a reason for that, to keep your brain from connecting dots. And when you do, you're labeled as a crazy asshole who is just trying to lock up innocent people. Call me what you will. Call me whatever names you think. Summer Wells and those 3 boys are not in their homes. So I'm not going to apologize for what I say about these people and the people that protect these people and the people surrounding Candace Wells and Dawn Wells. Sorry. So, yep. Really just wanted to pound this in that what they say at the watering hole, what Candace says, and the things outside of what happens does not connect 90% of the time. Right. So Heather says, Hunter said they were going fishing, but then Candace changed her mind. Well, when did that mind change happen? Because, like I just said, the bathing suit was put on before they left. So what was that kind of conversation? Was it just, I'm going to throw on her swimsuit just for funsies, just in case, just because I know it's hot? That doesn't make any sense. You were either planning on going swimming that day, no matter what, or you were lazy and just put a swimsuit on her just because you were like, I don't want to put clothes on her. Because I guess you needed to do laundry. It doesn't make any sense. Hi, Deborah. We're just going over the fact that this case of Summer Wells doesn't make any sense. Anything that comes out of that woman's mouth is bullshit. What did Dawn say? I got 7 alibis. Candace ain't got none. You're going down. Don't break my fucking door. Goofy. If anyone wants to come on and discuss what you think about any theories about the Summer Wells case at all, feel free to jump on. I think it would be lovely. So, yeah. Uh-oh. I'm getting trolls. Of course, anytime that you ever say anything bad about the Wells, it's like, oh, you get all the hate. Yeah, but if anybody wants to join, please do. If not, I'm going to probably hop off here. I've got an interview today. Here in about an hour and a half, so. Hey, Squid. See, I don't think it's Allie. Don't come at me for this comment about Allie, okay? I don't mean any disrespect. I think all bodies are beautiful. But if it was Allie, first of all, you'd know if she left the house. Somebody would have seen that. Not only that, you would hear it. Within that video, you would see her extremities. And please, again, do not come at me. I'm not shaming her. You would hear her breathing a little heavier. If you really listen to the audio in the interview room, if you really listen, you could actually hear how she has to take a lot of breaths in and out. And again, don't come at me. But you would hear that in the video. If you compare the one interview that Grandis did, that one, where she's like, it's absolutely heartbreaking. It sounds so similar to her voice. I really, truly think that's Grandis. I really do. Do I think that she was there at the watering hole? No. I really don't. I don't. Maybe she went back home. Maybe they took her back home. We don't know. Yeah, she gets winded very easily. Leslie, I don't think so. Leslie's a heftier woman too. She's not thin. Grandma isn't either, but Grandma isn't, she's just more kind of a weird shape. But it's not like, gosh, I really am going to get hate for this. I don't mean it in that way. It's just that you would know. I also observed the body shape of Leslie, the body shape of Grandma Candace. And it doesn't make sense to me that they would be in the car because you would see like their arm, or you would see something on them show in the video camera when it goes back to Summer. And to me, it sounds just like Grandma. But in our minds, we want to fit our narrative that it would be someone else in the car, like Leslie or Allie. It would make things connect better. And that's just not reality to me. But hey, Sassafras Calf, love your name. Yes, please like and subscribe. So yeah, I do not think that it was Leslie. I think it was Grandma Candace in that car. How and where she came from, I don't think that she came from the watering hole. I think they went and got her somewhere else. Which also leads to the question, did Summer go with her while after, something happened? We just don't know. And that's the problem. I just really hope that we can find that girl. I don't want to have to wait until February and Dawn's hearing. I do think, hi, Enchanted. How are you? I'm so glad you're here. Um, yep. There's just so many intentional bullshit moving parts. He said, she said. You have Allie on one hand that has to protect her child, right? Because he did some criminal stuff with Candace, drinking the twisted tea, smoking the vapes. There was things that should not have went down that day. Who knows if there was something else that happened? We don't know nothing. Maybe they went off and had a little rendezvous. Gross, illegal, but not unheard of. It's not something that can't happen. It has happened in other cases. Obviously, that's why we have the sexual offender registry, right? So, statutory rape laws. Nothing is off the table, right? And I'm not afraid to say it. What do you think a motive would be for something nefarious? CPS. CPS is a huge motive for why Summer Wells may have got gone relating to that. 100%. Guess who doesn't really talk about CPS very much? And I don't mean the details because that's protected by law. Why were they coming? Or no, scratch that. Who cares? Why were you not more diligent in watching your daughter if you knew CPS was coming? You need to be on your shit, not drinking twisted teas with a 15-year-old boy running around town. This is really, really just simple stuff. Enchanted Life Path. Asks, hey, what is the dance? A review of what we know so far. I may go back to the start and come back to it being live in 10. I think CPS is a motive too. And that may carry through to the SDA church. Yeah. Well, God, there's so much. I mean, really in a dance. If I were to say, here's my theory. Here's my theory. I think June 15th was a big old lie full of alibis and lies, right? So here, we're going to go get this poor little boy named Hunter involved in my muck because CPS is coming. All right, Dawn, what are we going to do? All right, Dawn says, look, I'm going to go set up. This guy named Dudley is going to be there as an alibi and a witness. I'm going to start some shit with him, get him fired. Let's do the most that we can. And I think that this was a plan probably when they found out about a charge coming their way with CPS or them getting involved. Over time, they were thinking of ways on what to do. June 15th, Hunter was involved, bless his heart, as an alibi. Dawn goes to work, leaves at a certain time, maybe does something nefarious to get rid of Summer, possibly, maybe, speculation. Innocent until proven guilty by law, right? And that was the entire shit show of the 15th, was to feed Hunter alcohol and drugs to muck his memory, not really understand how he was going to handle it when it came at him. But they weren't smart enough to pull this off. Hi, checking convictions. I'm starting a big, massive pile of shit with probably a lot of creators who who are apologists for the Wells. Grandma Candace obviously knows something. Maybe she went to the hospital to have another alibi. She left really early. Maybe there was another person involved to come pick her up. Maybe Dawn picked her up from the hospital. Maybe Dawn figured out a way to come and get her from the hospital after she left and then went to work because nobody really knows exactly what time he went, right? Maybe Dawn picked up Miss Grandma Candace. I've always suspected that. Now, I know that they said that they Hunter specifically said that they don't know for a fact that Don was at work all day. There you go. Where was he in that morning? What happened? Was he following behind? Was Don around going back and forth to work? You know what I mean? Where's the receipts on the gas? How much gas was used in that 2-day span? You know what I mean? But how much mileage was put on that vehicle, the Subaru? Um, they, stuff that TBI can only know, the FBI and law enforcement. But if anybody would like to jump onto that idea of, okay, can we know for a fact that Dawn was at work all day? From my knowledge, no. Do we know for a fact that Grandma Candace, her whereabouts in between the time of the hospital to home to plant flowers? As Allison likes to say, she was going to go plant some flowers. Didn't y'all think that was weird that she said it that way? I don't know. Maybe it's me. But then this poor Dudley guy gets fired. All that shit. Dudley says it looks like he lost his best friend that day. Maybe that text was, "It's done." Maybe that was the text, "It's done," that broke Mr. Don when Dudley saw him. There's so so much speculation here, but I'm just saying, like, it doesn't look good for the Wells. It does not look good. She was about to fart. Poor Allison. Gosh, I mean, I don't like to make fun of people like that, but Doug does it for me. So thanks. Thanks, no thanks. But yeah. Enchanted, I'm gonna come see your live here in a little bit. I will definitely put my input or my 2 cents in. But that's all I have, guys. I would love to jump on a live later tonight or tomorrow and let's discuss more about this. And try not to body shame or be hateful to Allison because I truly think that she was just caught up in the drama and she's trying to protect her son. And we all know and understand how hard it would be to not do that. But she needs to come clean too. We all know that. All right, guys, I'm gonna hop off of here. Go check out Enchanted Life Path, please. I love the input from Enchanted Life Path, even though we both get looked at as goony boonies from time to time because of what we believe in some of the oddball things we do. But yes, ma'am. If I hear anything about Harmony Montgomery or anybody, Lena Keel, any missing child that's headlining right now, yes, I will jump on live immediately. You guys, tomorrow I'm doing an interview with the mother of Tyrese Gibson. He has been missing since August 22nd of 2020. This poor mother has been through hell and back trying to get her son to be found and brought home. 4 people have been arrested. 1 person has been charged with capital murder. 3 have been charged with aggravated kidnapping. And this is Tyrese Gibson. Real quick, I'm going to play this. I'm going to interview the mom tomorrow, so please check it out. Sorry. Thank you, Enchanted. Oh no. Okay, hold on. Sorry. Okay. Because you're not getting any sound, we'll just skip that for now. But tomorrow at, I believe, 1:30, I'm going on live to talk to Tyrese Gibson's mother. It's really tragic. I think we all know that he's out there somewhere being hidden on property that these people are associated with that got charged. And we need Texas Ranger and the local law enforcement working the case to get off their ass. I have already called them and bitched and complained, and we'll go over all of that tomorrow. But please look it up, in the meantime. And I'll post a video later about this. All right, guys, go check out Enchanted Life Path. I will see you on the flip side. Wish me luck on my interview coming up because Mama needs some money. And I don't want it from YouTube right now or donations because I ain't about that life. And if I do, it's all going to an organization. All right. Have a good one. Heather, thank you so much for being here. Thank you, Enchanted. I will see you in a little bit. All right. Bye.